Hey, how's it going? It's Craig. I'm out in the garage and today we're going to take a look at a repair on a Sega Mega Drive for a fellow YouTuber. Let's take a look. Okay, so I've had this sent in to me. I've been chatting with somebody online for a while. Rather than me explain what it is and what's up with it, let's pass over to them to give you a bit of an overview. Cool.
Hello Craig, Alex here from Nintendo Arcade. Love your channel, mate, really do. Love the modification repair videos that you do, and I was wondering, on the off chance, that you might repair my Sega Mega Drive. And as you know, I'm no big lover of the Sega Mega Drive, as it's responsible for my broken arm. But there are a few games that I like playing, and I am missing it actually at the moment, because I've got actually a Mega EverDrive. I'm playing a lot of the games, just checking a few of the games out. But the problem I'm having is the connection, this pin connection here, is loose. I mean, it's never been great from the get-go, to be honest with you. Since I brought it, it's always been really loose. And you know how annoying it is just trying to get the lead in the right place. And if the slightest movement and you lose the picture, lose the game, which can be really annoying. So I'm hoping that you can repair this for me. Be great if you can, much appreciated. So I'm going to hand this over to you now, mate. Have that. And hopefully see you in a video fixing it. And maybe I'll do a video of it repaired back in my arcade once I've received it. So cheers for that, Craig, much appreciated.
Okay, cheers Alex, thanks for that, mate. Well, I'm going to take a look at this, a little bit of an overview. Without being too much of a fanboy, I started watching Alex years ago when, before he was doing Sky Skipper videos and things. I think I found him through John's Arcade, which is a US arcade channel I used to watch. So to be working with Alex and doing some stuff on YouTube with him is a real pleasure, and yeah, I'm really chuffed to take a look at this console for him. Okay, so I've opened this already, but I want to show you the delight that I had when I opened it. I didn't know who it was definitely from. I had a couple of parcels delivered and I just wanted to open it up quickly in the house. But this made me laugh when I opened it, and I'll show you why now. And what such a nice item to be sent with it. So I'm going to try and open it without showing you my address too much. But as I opened it, you've got a Alexis Crowley. Oh, you sound like Alexa according to this. Alexis Crowley Sky Skipper. Oh, it's going again. Sky Skipper trading card. So absolutely amazing. I'm chuffed that Alex has put that in there. What an honour to be part of this. What's it part? Superstars of 2017 video game and pinball trading cards. Well done, Alex, on getting that, and thank you for sending one through. You didn't sign it though, so next time if I catch up with you in the future, you're going to sign this for me, and I'm going to keep it in my collection here. So thank you for that, mate. So let's have a look at the Mega Drive. Well wrapped up, nice, perfect size box for a Mega Drive. I don't know where he found that, but it's perfect size box. So nice pink bubble wrap, and then oh, look at that. So I don't know whether this is the Mega Drive that Alex fell out of the attic getting. If it is, we'll take our vengeance with a soldering iron in a bit. So basically, Alex said that this has already got mod in it. So it's got a mod that does the region mod when you press the reset switch. But he's saying that the connector on the back for the video is loose. So when you play it, the connection's always a bit dodgy. I don't know whether it's loose. Maybe a little loose. Yeah, it's a little bit loose when I move it with my finger. So we'll have a look whether it's the pins inside the connector or the pins on the bottom of the board. We'll take a look, see if we can add some new solder to it. If not, I've got a replacement port that I can take off another board, and we can pop that onto here to see if we can get that up and running. Cool, let's take it apart, have a look what's inside, and then do a bit of an update if we can get it working or not. Okay, so let's test this out first of all. So I've got a nice RGB cable. We're going to plug that in nice and cleanly, and the audio on the front, and then power also into the back. Whoa! So we've got power on. Going to check whether it was on or not. So at least we know it powers up. Gonna plug in Alien Storm. Absolutely cracking game. I've not played on this. I bought this recently. Absolute mint condition, complete with manuals and posters and everything in there. So that was a CEX pickup, and I was really pleased with that. So what we want to do is test this system first of all. We've seen a flashing light in there which shows us that region mod hack has been installed on there. But let's take a look at how the monitor works and how the video output works. So let's power them up. Okay, so we got pictures straight away. That's looking pretty good so far. I haven't got a pad installed. Sound is down. Let's put that up. Okay, put a pad in. That's looking really good. Okay, so that seems to be running. Let's turn the volume down on it, leave it run. I'll let my guy get beaten up on it. But Alex is saying that it's the AV connection. Okay, so if I go, that's the AV cord now. I can see it wobbling a bit. Okay, so it's got a bit of an issue when you input it. Is it enough to cause it to not come on at all? I'm not sure. Okay, so that's not too bad for me. Got a bit of an issue. Okay, so I'll show you what I'm doing here. So I literally got the cable in the back of the console. So this is our cable, and I'm wiggling it back and forth, up and down, around, and I'm not getting much of an issue with it. So I'm wondering whether it's just Alex's cable. If anyone does need to buy an RGB cable, I recommend these. These are from the Retro Consoles Computer Shack, I think it's called, Retro Computer Shack. This cable makes my graphics on my CRTs look absolutely stunning, and I'm not getting any issues with it. I can wiggle that up and down, left, right. I'm getting a bit of a glitch, but nothing that would really be noticeable in a game. Can't get it to turn off. Power supply, pretty solid too. Wondering what he's connecting on. Maybe he's connecting on RF. Okay, I'm going to drop Alex a message to see how he's connecting and what the issues are. But at the moment, to me, that's working, and working probably just as good as any Mega Drive I've ever run. So I'm going to take a look, see if I can get hold of Alex and see what what his main issue is with it, and then we'll come back and take another look at it in a little bit. Cool. Okay, so let's pop this open, take a look inside, and then we'll go from there. So a couple of screws on the Xbox, on the Mega Drive. Okay, so we've got no shielding on here. This is the mod, the reset mod for that region 3. What we're going to do now is I want to try and leave all this in place because I don't want to be moving it all out of the way and then having to put it back in. But nice little region 3 setup on here. The solder points, they look alright actually. They're not terrible. I was going to say we could redo those solder points, but they look fine. And then the little chip on top of it to tell it which region and everything to switch it to. So that was a mod that somebody else has done previously. There's no shielding on here, which is fine. I don't put it back on myself. And everything else looks in pretty neat condition. So what I'm going to do is just try and undo some of these screws for this bottom motherboard, pop out the board, and then we're going to resolder the AV port on the back of it. Cool. See if we can replace this. Right, what we're going to do, I'm going to take that off. That is not good to be inside your system. It's sticky and it's horrible. It gives us a bit of movement with this LED now, so I can put this aside, and then when we put it back together, I'm going to use some decent tape on that, and then we know we're good to go for the future then. So okay, let's take this apart and see where we get to underneath. Okay, so this is our AV port that we're having a look at. Let's put these 6 screws aside. Okay, so you can see that's the AV port that we're going to be working on. It does look pretty neat, if I'm totally honest. It's not loose in any way. I am just going to refresh the solder on them. I'm going to get my Pokemon things out the way so we don't burn them. But everything else looks fairly neat in here. It's nice and clean. Whoever did the mod previously did a good job, although I wouldn't use that electrical parcel tape, whatever they put in there. I'd use some Capcom tape, but we'll put that in a bit. So yeah, let's move these out of the way. Hopefully you can still see that above there. Put my old man glasses on because I need to see what I'm doing. Yeah, but they look pretty neat. They're all nice and clean. What I'm going to do is have a look inside the connection as well in a minute and just see if there's any pins bent out of place. But other than that, I'm going to reflow these. I'm going to put a bit of flux on them, reflow them, and then see what we get out of it afterwards. Okay, so if there were any loose connections here, that should have re-soldered them into position. I'm going to clean that up with a bit of isopropyl now, because obviously we want to get the flux off of there. Have a look over the rest of the board. There's a bit of a broken trace here, but it's only on the rails on the outside, so it's not a bit of an issue at all. The soldering on these parts is okay. It's not bad. They've done a good job of putting that mod onto there. They've crimped some of the LED cables, so I don't know whether you can see that on camera, but some of those cables are a little bit squashed, so we'll have to make sure we're not squashing anything when we're putting it back together, because that is on the brink of being squashed to the point where it's going to cut through, and we don't want that, obviously. Well, that's not part of the system. That's part of another system. Yeah, so everything else looks visually okay in here, so let's flip it over. Everything's nice and clean. That, as I said, that mod down here, not a bad job. It's pretty well done. Some of them have gone a little bit white rather than nice silver, but they're not bad. They're in good condition. Okay, so what I'm going to do is give that a clean up with the isopropyl, tidy it up, and then put it back together and test it again. Make sure I'm getting a nice solid connection with it again, and then we'll go from there. Cool. Okay, so we're up and running with this. As you've seen right from the beginning, with this cable I didn't have much of an issue, but when I did wiggle it, it gave a little bit of a glitch on screen. Nothing too much, but it could have been what Alex was getting back in the house, and more elaborated with a different cable in there. So what I'm going to do is, I've soldered underneath and everything, it's sorted all out, I've cleaned it all up. I'm going to send Alex this RGB cable that I tested it with, just because I know that one works. So this one's from Retro Computer Shack, made in the UK. These cables, really nice, thick quality cables. I believe they're on a website, which I'll put in the link down below. But I think they do an eBay shop as well, so you can get them online pretty easily. The quality on these cables is so much better, so the output on it, when I'm playing Mega CD or Mega Drive in my stack there, this cable gives me a really good output. Okay, so I'm going to pop this cable in the post for this for you, Alex. At least I know this one works, and it's a nice, good quality cable. It's a decent thick cable, made in the UK, can't get better than that. So at least you'll have a system that's up and running. If this is the one that caused your broken arm, then at least you've got a cable in there that's running now. It's all cleaned up inside. Everything's looking nice. Whoever did that mod previously did a good job. I changed out that tape that was holding the LED in place, just so we got some heat resistant tape in there now. But other than that, all looking good, all looking really nice. So probably a little bit more of a service than a repair, if I'm totally honest, but hopefully this will get back to you in the next couple of days, Alex. You can take out your frustration from your broken arm on this. The cable is a gift from me to you, because I know you've been through a lot with your broken arm and everything else that's going on. So no doubt we'll meet up for a pint one day, and you can grab me a beer or two, and we'll call it quits on that. Cool. Well, thank you for watching. Hope that's been of use to you. Usual things, comment down below, like, subscribe, whatever, and I'll catch you soon.